Hello, ADHD friends. If you have an appointment that's scheduled for the afternoon or an obligation or something that you have to do you get stuck in waiting mode where you just can't initiate any task or do anything because you're just waiting for the thing that you got to do later? If that's something you struggle with, here are 4 things you can play around with. Number 1, if you have an appointment later and you have a large block of time that you know you're probably going to get trapped into, try making a list of things that you can do and break that list down into teeny tiny little steps. The smaller the steps, the better. Because a big part of why people get stuck into waiting mode is because they are worried that they're going to get stuck into something and then time blindness will take hold and they'll just forget the obligation they have to attend to later. But if you're working off a list with teeny tiny concrete steps that you can take, it's a lot less likely that you're going to have that issue because you can just do a step, double check the time, realize that you're still safe, do another step. So it's an easy way to trick your brain into actually recognizing how much time you have. And it also gives you many escape routes to stop engaging in that task whenever you feel like you need to switch to something else. Tip number 2, and you could use these 2 together, is to gamify that process. So instead of thinking, oh, I should do something during this waiting time, flip that around and say, how much can I get done during this waiting time? How many tasks on this list can I accomplish in the hour and a half that I have until I need to leave for my appointment? And then it becomes a game where paying attention to the clock and trying to beat the clock is the whole point of the game. Tip number 3 can be to set alarms or to use timers. And I would encourage, if you're using this one, to set multiple timers. So one should just be like a 30-minute warning to let you know that you need to wrap up whatever you're going to do. And the second alarm should be the one where you actually end the task. And I'd also encourage that second alarm to be maybe 20 minutes or a half an hour before you actually need to end so that your brain doesn't feel like you're getting down to the wire. And number 4 is to use a body double. It's a lot easier and feels a lot safer to engage in a task if you have another person there who also knows that you have an appointment. Now, you can body double tasks with somebody in person. You could also do it virtually by talking to someone on the phone or texting with them while you're doing things, or you could use a video or a podcast as a way to do that. So you could choose a podcast to watch while you're doing stuff that's the exact amount of time that you have before you need to start transitioning to your next task. So when the podcast or the video is over, you know it's time to stop that particular task. Anyway, that's just 4 ideas to play around with and see if any of them feel good to you. Hope you have a wonderful day.